Good morning, students. I hope you all are well and safe at your home. So this video is for the students of class 9th, subject science, chapter number 3, that is atoms and molecules. It's your lecture number 3. So today, topics to be discussed in today's lecture are: what do you understand by ion? What do you mean by cation and anion? What is chemical formula? And how to write a chemical formula? Okay, so these are the several topics which we would be covering in today's lecture. So let's start. So your first topic is ion. What is an ion? Any charged particle, any charged species, it is called as ion. Okay, and that charged particle, it can be positively charged or negatively charged. Okay, that particle can be positively charged or negatively charged. So that is an ion. Now, what is cation and what is anion? Okay. If a charged particle, it is positively charged. Okay. If that charged particle is positively charged, then it is a cation. Okay. And if the charged particle is negatively charged, it is an ion. Okay. So what is cation? Positively charged ion is called cation. And what is anion? Negatively charged ion is called anion. Okay. For example, if I take H positive, so which charge it has? It bears positively charged, so it is cation. Okay, and if I take H negative ion, so which charge? It has negative, so it is called as anion. Okay, now students, there is one more important term here. What do you mean by polyatomic ion? Poly means many. Atomic means atoms, and ion means charge. So what is polyatomic ion? Polyatomic ion means a group of atoms carrying a charge. That is polyatomic ion. Okay? In this case, it was only a single atom. So it is not a polyatomic ion. It is cation. And what is polyatomic? Group of atoms. Suppose I consider this example. PO4 tri-negative. So this is a group of atoms. Okay, and it is bearing a charge, or we can say a net charge on it. So that is a polyatomic ion. This is phosphate. Another example of polyatomic ion, OH negative ion. Okay, it is also a group of atoms. Two atoms are there, oxygen and hydrogen. So it is a polyatomic ion, and it is called as hydroxide ion. Okay. So there are various polyatomic ions like sulfate ion, carbonate ion. Carbonate ion, it is written as CO3 di-negative. This is carbonate ion. Okay, so all of these, they are polyatomic ions. So I hope now you are clear with this. Now moving on to our next topic, that is a chemical formula. So what do you mean by a chemical formula? The chemical formula of a compound, it is basically a symbolic representation of its composition. Okay, it is a symbolic representation of its composition. That is a chemical formula. Now, how to write a chemical formula? For writing a chemical formula, we need to learn the symbols as well as the combining capacity of elements. Okay, and if we know the symbol as well as the combining capacity of the given element, we can easily write a chemical formula. So we need to learn the symbols as well as the combining capacity of element. Now students, you are well known about the symbols that I gave you. Now, what do you mean by combining capacity of element? Actually, the combining capacity of element, it is called as valency. That is the proper name given in science. What is valency? Valency is the combining capacity of elements, or we can say the combining power of an element. That is a valency. And through this valency, the valency is used to find out how the atoms of an element, they will combine with the atoms of another element in order to form a chemical compound. Okay. Now students, let us consider this valency. Let us understand the concept of valency with the help of an easy example. Human beings. Human beings have how many arms? They have 2 arms. Okay, and what about octopus? Octopus has 8 arms. Okay, now if one octopus has to catch hold of a few people in such a manner that all the 8 arms of the octopus and both the arms of the humans are locked, then how many humans do you think the octopus can hold? The octopus has 8 arms and human beings have 2 arms. So how many human beings can be held by that single octopus? Any idea? Yes, very easy. A single octopus can hold 4 human beings. Okay. So how we got our answer? If we represent human beings by H, okay, and octopus by O. So how many arms humans have? 2. And how many arms does an octopus have? 8. Okay, now cross multiply. You will get H8O2, or you can write HO. Four, or it can be 1. Okay, no use of bracket. So it will basically be H4O. Means 4 human beings can be held by single octopus. Okay, so this 4, what does it indicate? It indicates the number of humans held by a single octopus. Okay, so this is what? This is a valency, the combining capacity of that octopus. And the combining capacity of element, that is a valency. So are you clear about this? Now students, in your NCERT book, this table is given, the name of the ion and symbol. Okay, so you will have to learn this table. Sodium, Na positive, potassium, K positive, silver, Ag positive, copper, in bracket it is 1, so it means 1 positive. Okay, if there is 1, so we do not write 1, it is just written positive or negative. No need to mention 1. Okay, magnesium, it is Mg2 positive. Similarly, calcium, Ca2 positive. Zinc is also represented as Zn2 positive. Iron, it exists in 2 state, +2, that is written 2 in the bracket, and in +3 also, you can see the last one, that is +3. So it is Fe3 positive. The formula or the symbol of iron is Fe. Copper, it is 2 written, so 2 positive. Aluminium is Al3 positive. So these are the names of the ions with their symbols. You will have to learn this. Similarly, hydrogen. If it is +1, it is hydrogen. If it is -1, it is hydride. Then next is chloride, Cl negative. Bromide, Br negative. Iodide, I negative. These are all 1 plus, minus, 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 minus. Okay. Then oxide and sulfide, they are 2 negative, O2 negative and S2 negative. Next is nitride. Nitride it exists as N3 negative. Okay. In the last column, these all are polyatomic ions. You can see they contain more than 1 atoms and they bear a net charge on them. Ammonium, NH4 positive. Hydroxide, OH negative. Nitrate, NO3 negative. Hydrogen carbonate, this is single hydrogen carbonate, HCO3 negative. Then carbonate is CO3 di negative. Sulfite and sulfate, they are different. See student, this is sulfide 2 negative, it is sulfite SO3 di negative. Sulfate, it is SO4 di negative. And last is phosphate, that is PO4 tri negative. Okay, so you will have to learn this table. Students, through that table, the valencies of some common ions, they can be learnt easily. Okay, now what are the rules for writing a chemical formula? There are some rules in order to write a chemical formula. Number 1, the valency or the charge on the ion, they must be balanced. Okay, the valencies or the charge present on the ion, they must balance. Number 2, when a compound consists of a metal and a non-metal, the name or the symbol of the metal is written first. How? For example, calcium oxide. Calcium oxide. The formula is CaO. Okay, so Ca, that is calcium, that is a metal. This is a metal. So symbol is written first, and oxygen is a non-metal. So its symbol is written later on. Okay. Third rule is that the compounds formed with polyatomic ions, the ion is closed in a bracket. Okay. Whenever there is a compound which is formed with polyatomic ion, the ion is closed in a bracket before writing the number in order to indicate the ratio. Suppose this is ammonium sulfate. Okay, so we are enclosing a bracket before writing this number 2. 2 means what? This ammonium ion, it is 2 times. Okay, so it is enclosed in a bracket before writing the number in order to indicate the ratio. Okay, so this is the third rule. Now, let us do some practice of some of the examples, then you will be very well cleared about it and you will become habitual also in order to write a chemical formula of a given compound. So let's start with some of the examples. First example I am taking, that is hydrogen chloride. Okay, now what is the symbol of hydrogen? I gave you one table to learn from the NCERT. From that you will see hydrogen is H positive and chloride is Cl negative. So hydrogen, it is H positive. So H. For chloride, what is the symbol? Cl. Okay. Now it was a symbol. Now coming to valency. What is the valency of hydrogen? It is 1 positive. Nothing is written. It means it is 1. So 1 positive. So 1. And what is the valency of chloride? It is also 1. Students, keep one thing in mind. Do not write charge here. We do not write plus or minus. Whatever it is. We just write the number. The valency number. Okay. If we are writing plus minus, that will become wrong in order to write a chemical formula. Just write the symbol and valency. Now cross multiply. It will be H1Cl1 or simply HCl. 1 and 1 we don't write. If there is nothing is written, it means 1. So that is hydrogen chloride HCl. Now let us take another example. Hydrogen sulfide. Okay. Now what is the symbol of hydrogen? Hydrogen is H positive. And what is sulfide? Sulfide is S2 negative. You will have to learn this table better. Once the table is learned, then you can write the chemical formula easily. Okay. So now write the symbol, then valency. Hydrogen H positive, H. Sulfide symbol is S. Now valency of hydrogen 1. Valency of sulfide 2. Now cross multiply. It is H2S. Always start from here. H2 then S. Okay. This is hydrogen sulfide. Coming to third example. Third example I am taking of magnesium chloride. Okay. Now what is the formula of magnesium? Magnesium is Mg2 positive and chloride is Cl negative. So just write the symbol. What is the symbol of magnesium? Mg. Chloride is Cl. Now write the valency. Valency of magnesium is 2 And valency of chloride is 1. Now cross multiply, it will become MgCl2. Okay, so this is the chemical formula of magnesium chloride. I am taking more examples. Aluminium oxide. Okay, what is the formula of aluminium? It is Al3 positive. And what is the formula of oxide? It is O2 negative. So what is aluminium? Symbol Al. Oxide symbol O. Now valency. Aluminium valency is 3. What is the valency of oxide? It is 2. Now cross multiply. Al2O3. So this is aluminium oxide formula. Okay, I am taking one more example. Similarly, if I take calcium oxide. Calcium is Ca2 positive and oxide same O2 negative. So calcium Ca, oxide O. Now coming to valency. Calcium valency is 2 and oxide valency is also 2. So just cross multiply. It will become Ca2O2. Now it will get cancelled. That will be CaO. So this is the chemical formula of calcium oxide. If you write Ca2O2, that is also well correct. But just try to convert in simpler form, it will CaO. So now there are various examples given in your NCERT book. You try those by learning the table for writing the chemical formula. So what is your homework, students? You will solve in-text question. Question number 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all related to chemical formula given on page number 39. And you will also solve exercise questions. Question number 3, 4, 5, which are given at the end of this chapter. So this is your homework for today's. Now I will be discussing the homework solutions of the previous lecture. Question number 1 was define atomic mass unit. So what is the answer? It is a mass unit which is equal to 1/12 the mass of one atom of carbon-12 isotope. This is the definition of atomic mass unit. Okay. Question number 2 was why it is not possible to see an atom with naked eyes. Very simple, because it is microscopic in nature. It is very, very small in size, which cannot be seen with naked eyes. Okay. So these were the solutions of lecture number 2. That's all for today's lecture. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.